I have manifested things that once seemed impossible. The job, the education, the confidence. And I want to tell you something surprising. None of it comes from forcing, obsessing, or trying to believing harder. If manifestation feels exhausting lately, if your dreams feel more like pressure than inspiration, this video is for you. We are going to talking about why desire sometimes turn into stress, why your nervous system matters more than your affirmation, and how to shift from chasing outcomes to building stability. Because real manifestation doesn't come from intensity, it comes from calm, constant, and alignment. Sometimes we don't even notice when manifestation stops feeling exciting and start feeling like a full-time job. All the beginning desire feels, but actually your stress level is rising. It gives you energy. You wake up thinking about your dreams. You plan, you visualize, you journal. You feel like you are finally taking control of your life. Desire keeps you busy, and being busy feels productive. But slowly, something shifts. Actually, you are coming this side. You start believing you need to work for manifestation, not work toward your goal in a healthy way, but work emotionally. You monitor every thought, you question every doubt, and you try to stay high vibration all the time. You correct yourself when you feel sad. You feel guilty when you are not aligned. And without realizing it, your dream becomes pressure. Actually, you are just in this area. And it becomes something that judges you. You tell yourself, if I focus more, it will happen. If I believe harder, it will move. If I fix myself, the universe will respond. So you keep going, but over time, desire turns into routine, and not the health kind of routine, the heavy kind of. This is like you try performance harder, and the heavy kind, the mechanical kind. You visualize because you have to, you affirm because you are scared not to. You check the reality for proof. You analyze the ways. You wonder what you did wrong, and one day you think quietly, maybe I just can't do it. That's when your desire becomes painful. It starts feeling like your dreams are slipping away, like they are becoming dead dreams. Not because they are impossible, but because you are exhausted. You are tired of trying, tired of hoping, tired of measuring your worth by results. You are not living anymore. You are just trying to manifest. You are just trying to performance. Actually, there is a big difference when you are consumed by desire. Your nervous system is in tension. You are not creating from calm belief. You are pushing from fear. Fear that it won't happen. Fear that you are behind. Fear that you are not enough. And fear makes everything heavier. You begin to associate your dream with stress, with disappointment, with self-doubt. The thing that once gave you light now drains you. But here's the truth. You don't need to work so hard emotionally to receive what you want. You don't need to chase your desire every single day. Desire is supposed to guide you, not control you. If your manifestation journey feels exhausting, it is not because you are weak. It is because you turn your dream into pressure. Your dream doesn't need obsession. It needs stability. It needs a regulated mind. It needs small, consistent action. You are allowed to want something deeply without being consumed by your desire. You are allowed to rest without thinking you ruined everything. You are allowed to live your life while your dreams unfold. Sometimes the most powerful shift is this. Instead of asking, why is it not happening yet? Ask, am I okay right now? When you stop trying your identity to the outcome, your desire becomes lighter again. It becomes direction instead of desperation. And from that place, you are not chasing your dreams. You are building them. By the way, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. Sarah called me last night. Her voice was not dramatic. It was quiet, the kind of quiet that tells you someone is trying not to break. She said, I manifested love. I really believed in it. And then he left me. You could hear the confusion in her words. Not just sadness, confusion, because Sarah trusted this. She believed that if you focus hard enough, visualize clearly enough, feel deeply enough, you can manifest what you want. She did the affirmation. She imagined the future. She felt chosen. For a while, it worked. He showed up. He was great, present. Everything felt aligned. She thought, see, this works. And then one day it ended. Now she is disappointed, not only in him, in herself, in the process, in the idea that maybe she did something wrong. She said something that stayed with me. Maybe I'm just bad at manifesting. And this is where I need you to listen carefully. Manifesting someone is not the same as building something stable with them. You can attract connection through excitement, chemistry, novelty. That early stage of love loads the brain with dopamine. It feels intense, magnetic, alive, but dopamine is about pursuit. It's about the chase. It's not about the same as long-term emotional security. And Sarah manifested the spark, but she didn't yet have the nervous system stability to sustain it. And that is not a criticism. It is something most people never learn. When we try to manifest love from a place of fear, loneliness, or urgency, we might attract someone. But underneath, our body is still anxious, still scanning, still afraid of being left, and that fear shapes. Actually, we always check result overthinking, and that fear shapes how we show up. Maybe we overthink, maybe we seek assurance constantly, maybe we ignore red flags because we are scared to lose what we manifested. So we just always checking. It feels like proof that manifestation is fake, or worse, proof that we are not enough. Sarah told me she feels depressed now. She feels foolish for believing. She keeps replaying everything. What did I miss? What did I do wrong? What did it work and then disappear? But here is the part we don't talk about enough. Manifestation is not about controlling another person's variable. It's not about forcing permanence. It's about aligning yourself with experience that reflect your inner state. Sometimes someone comes into your life not as a final result, but as a mirror. So life actually just a mirror. Maybe Sarah did manifest love, but maybe she manifested the level of love she was ready to hold at that time. There is a difference between manifesting a specific person and becoming the version of you who naturally sustains health love. Right now, Sarah thinks she failed, but maybe this is the moment where the real work begins. Not affirming harder, not visualizing him coming back, but regulating her nervous system. So you don't need more visualize, affirm. Do it daily, but rebuilding her self-worth, strengthening her emotional stability, because love that lasts is not built on intensity, it is built on security. If you are Sarah position, feeling disappointed after success, please hear this. A relationship ending doesn't mean you are powerless. It means there are deeper layers to heal and stabilize. You are not bad at manifesting. You are learning that love is not just an attraction, it is regulation, it is consistency, it is emotional safety. And when you become stable within yourself, you will not just manifest love, you will keep it also. When Sarah called me, she was not asking for a technique, she was asking, what is wrong with me? She said, I manifested him, but I believed, I felt it, and then he left. So what do I need now? And I could hear it in her voice. She was ready to work harder, to fix herself, to try again immediately. But that is not what she needs. Right now, Sarah doesn't need another affirmation. She needs to exhale. When someone leaves, especially after you attach hope and meaning to them, your nervous system goes into alarm. Your body feels unsafe. Your mind searches for answers. You replay a conversation. You question yourself and you want to do something quickly to repair it. You just overthinking and burnout. But manifestation doesn't grow in panic. The first thing Sarah needs to relaxation. Not ignoring her feelings, not pretending she's fine, real calming, slowing down her breathing, sleeping properly, getting back into her body, letting the emotional wave settle. Because when your body is tense, your thoughts become distorted. After that, she needs clarity, not about him, about the relationship itself. This is where she got confused before. She focused on manifesting a person, his text, his presence, his attention, but she never fully defined what the relationship should feel like long term. Was it stable? Was it emotionally safe? Was it consistent? Was it mutual? A lot of time we manifest chemistry, not commitment. Sarah needs a clear internal model of what a healthy relationship looks like for her, not just romance. Structure, communication, conflict resolution, emotional security. A dream is not just being with someone. A dream is living inside a certain emotional environment every day. And then comes the most important part actually. From the very beginning, she needs to behave like someone who already has that kind of relationship already. Not pretending he's there, not acting, but embodying the identity. If you were already secured, loved, how would you move? You wouldn't overthink every silence. You wouldn't chase for reassurance. You wouldn't make someone your entire world. You would feel chosen because you feel chosen. You would choose yourself too. That is what Sarah missed before. She manifested from desire, maybe even from fear of losing. But now she has the chance to manifest from stability. If she wakes up and asks herself, how would I act today if I knew I was already in a secure, loving relationship? Her behavioral changes naturally. She focuses on her work. She maintains her friendship. And she sets standards calmly. She doesn't beg for clarity. Secure love doesn't require convincing someone. Right now, she feels disappointed. maybe even depressed, and that is okay. But this is not proof that manifestation failed. It is feedback that her foundation needs strengthening. This feedback that her foundation needs healing. Relax first to find clearly what love looks like. Then live like the woman who accepts that love, not stressed, not desperate, not chasing, calm, clear, stable. That is where real manifestation begins. Let me connect this. When Sarah asked, what should I do now? The real answer was not manifest harder. It was this: start living in a way that matches what you want, who you are. Who are you? Because here's the truth: you cannot keep desiring one life while practicing another. If you want a secure relationship but your daily behavior is anxious, reactive, and based on fear, there is a gap. If you want success but your habits are inconsistent and distracted, there is a gap. If you want peace but you constantly choose chaos, there is a gap. And manifestation lives inside that gap. Most people think manifestation means attracting something from outside, but it is more about modeling from the inside. You have to apply what you want. What you want. What's your identity? If Sarah wants a stable, loving relationship, she cannot wait for someone to give her stability. She has to practice stability herself. That means regulating her emotion instead of reacting immediately. It means not chasing when she feels anxious. It means building a life that feels full even without a partner. Your strategy, because the version of her who already has healthy love is not desperate, she's grounded. So the real work is this: identify the difference between your current self and your future self. Be honest. Maybe she keeps her promises. Maybe she communicates clearly. So understand, you want commitment, but you accept half effort. You are not modeling commitment. So your goal actually is commitment. If you say you want growth but avoid discomfort, you are not modeling growth. You cannot attract what you are not ready to sustain. This is why some manifestations appear and then disappear. You attract the opportunity, but your identity cannot hold it yet, so it collapses. That doesn't mean you failed. It means there's development needed. Instead of obsessing over how do I get it, ask who do I need to become to naturally live in this area. Okay, then start small. If you want discipline, create a simple routine and follow it. If you want emotional security, practice self-soothing instead of seeking constant reassurance. If you want financial stability, if your goal is financial stability, learn about money. You build capacity, and something interesting happens when you do this. You stop feeling like you are chasing your dream. You start feeling like you are preparing and creating this. That shift changes everything. Desire becomes lighter because you are no longer waiting helplessly. You are evolving. Manifestation is not magic thinking. It is identity alignment over time. Model the life. Practice the standards. Develop the missing skills. When your daily behavior matches your desired reality, the gap closes. And when the gap closes, what you want doesn't feel far away anymore. It feels naturally.